Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously, open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Gonna look downfield again. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now on the move. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
When you come out and the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence, everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
And the Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but rode your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it behind the line. It's Lanier. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Makes the catch at the 45. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to pass. It's Maddox. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the direct snap, it's sacked. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
The Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the 1st, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I suspect we could see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Lanier. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. He's got his man. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously, trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the toss. Creates a little room. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in stride at the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over the Bluebirds. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're setting up the screen. Shakes off the defender. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man downfield. That's when they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the back. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got him downfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. throws for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Got it in the middle, it's Graham. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on third. Snagged in the middle, it's Roberts. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Glenn.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver. Put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Glenn. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Bring in the heat. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Back out there. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. Makes the catch.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Really nice throw there to get the 1st down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the 1st round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a 1st rounder in the future.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the 2nd half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Graham. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Hobbs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Second down as we open the final stanza. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Minnesota.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. Grabbed behind the line. It's Glenn. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man to the left. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can tell all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll keep it himself.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
And the Golden Gophers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Touchdown, Minnesota! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Brigg. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Fakes to grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Buckeyes with 8 seconds and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Miller. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. There he goes. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
And now on second down for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Buys a little extra time. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Fourth down coming up.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth, so of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Off play action. Throws to the back. Got a man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. A first down run in the red zone.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Third and goal, and you really hate to settle for a field goal with the first possession in an overtime period. On the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense has it. If he takes it all the way, they win the game. He's inside the 40. The 20. He did it! The fumble return for the walk-off win.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you